boy, the microphone is on. Welcome. Glad to have everyone on board today. And I think I'm going to be in trouble. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX on live stream. And yes, indeed, I'm going to cut the stream short tonight. And I'm going to cut it shorter than what Tom suggested. He said, yeah, usually it's 3.5 hours, and he's going to cut it down to 3.25 hours. And I say, no. It's because we have very, very heavy smoke here in Edmonton from our forest fires up north. And it's unfortunate. So we'll see what happens. And who the heck is KJ, or yeah, KJ, brand new account. And hey, what happened? KJ disappeared. Huh. Okay. I guess that happens. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board. And yeah, I do have a very bad throat already. Who was that masked man? I don't know. Henry? He's not here anymore. He's gone. And who says it was a man? It might have been a female. Yesterday it was Kayla's revenge. Yeah, so it could have been a Kayla. I have no idea who the heck Kayla would be, but that's okay. Anyway, welcome everyone. So we'll try to do a compressed stream here today. And when I do go on a break, I will be taking a little bit more time. And we'll take it a little sooner, about 5 minutes sooner, so just so we're aware of that. Yeah, not good conditions here today. Very heavy smoke. If you guys looked at the other stream, of course, you would have seen what looks like cloudy skies. Well, that's not clouds. Well, it's clouds, but it's clouds of smoke. So that is what we've got going on. The what? Yellow Skinner Kraken monster is in the house. Banana Puss. Welcome. Anyway, let's get at things. First off, I'm going to say thank you, Piggy, for gifting that one membership and for throwing in that £2 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you very kindly, Piggy. Appreciate the support, and very kind of you to do that. Also want to say congratulations to Janice, who is the first one in officially. That is a non-moderator who gets cookies, and she definitely gets cookies. So there's cookies for Janice. And Piggy technically was first, so I got Piggy the special stack of cookies that are sugar-free, and a salad for a Piggy. So there you go, Piggy. You don't go away hungry. I know you're confined to the sty, so we'll see. We'll make sure you get something out of it. Yeah, you're welcome, Piggy, and you're welcome, Janice. And sorry, thought I was still in a text. Are you still in text? It's behind the what? A python. Oh, what's behind the python? Oh boy. Anyway. What are those sugared almonds, Piggy? No, they're not sugared almonds. Oh boy. No, I got Piggy the sugar-free cookies, and that's what she needs for today. Anyway, yeah. And Yeah, I don't know how ripe banana puss is, but if you bite too hard, Piggy, you're gonna get. Never mind. I'm gonna refrain from saying that. Oh, it'll be a bad scene. It'll be a bad scene. Oh, anyway. Let's see. What can we talk about right at first before we get into anything? Well, I didn't have much time to take a look and see what we had for major earthquakes. I know we had a bunch more. Like yesterday, we had that very large earthquake in Vanuatu area, and or maybe I don't know if I even mentioned it yesterday. It was from 2057 yesterday, and they now rate it at they called it Loyalty Island area or islands, and it's, of course, that was a 7.7 that they had down there, and that is a humongous quake. But I'm going to show you the quake map real quick. I'm going to leave the canned lava running, but I'm going to show you that quake map real quick. And just to zoom out, here's New Caledonia, here's Fiji, here's Vanuatu, and here's what has happened. And there's that quake, 7.7, and look at all the other quakes around it. And that is definitely something going on there. And yeah, there's all kinds of 5.3, 5.2, 5.1, 5.0, 5.3, and so on and so on. And you know, if we take a look at all of these, it's been a busy place down there. 5.4 there, 5.3, 5.1, 5.0. So yeah, things are rocking there, and that is a whole bunch of quakes. So I'm not sure what to think of that, but where is it? That is down there by, there's Australia, there's basically there's a New Caledonia there, Fiji is over here, and Vanuatu is right in here. So they call it Loyalty Islands, and where's the Loyalty Islands actually at? I don't know where they are. I thought that's Loyalty Islands over here, but or even there at the bottom end of New Caledonia, but that is where it is. So yeah, not good. A big trench. Yeah, it's along the trench, and a lot of activity there. So it's a pretty heavy duty. Thought I'd point that one out, and it's not so good for those people. And we'll leave that be for right now. We'll put it back over here. And of course, I'm showing you some archived footage of Mauna Loa from December 4th is when this footage is from, of last year. And let's see what else we got in the news. Well, other than it being extremely smoky here in Edmonton, it's horrible, really, is what it is. And like I said, we're going to call the stream short today. We'll do bacon seeds after the first break because of, like I said, I'm going to cut things short. It's just sore throat. It's just too much. So yeah, we're going to do our thing. My power is low, 2%. Oh no, Sophie. You should always have good, should plug in before you go come on the stream. Plug in, Sophie. That's what you need to do. Anyway, yep, I cut out all the small earthquakes. Yeah, we're going to cut the small earthquakes out. We're going to cut everything out. Anyway, let's actually start out with, well, We don't need to look at Kilauea. It hasn't changed. It's not erupting. So I'm going to leave Kilauea out of the picture today. We are going to actually, we'll leave the other ones out as well here. I'm just trying to think of which ones we want to go to right off the bat. We'll go over to Popocatépetl because that has been very, very active today. And we'll go over there. Just got to get it on the screen here and make that a little bit bigger. Right now, it doesn't look very good there at Popocatépetl, but if we go back here, and I'll show you what I'm referring to when I say it's been busy. There you can see the plumage coming out of there. This is from 1620, that's 46 minutes ago. The cloud base basically set in just, this is 16:30 or 4:30 p.m., about a half an hour ago. And just after that, the clouds kind of moved in, but it doesn't matter where I go back to. Here, this is at 3:35 their time, or 15:35. We can see how much billowing smoke there is, and it is just an incredible sight to see. This thing is just pumping out like crazy, and it's been pretty much ongoing for quite some time here this afternoon. And even if we go back 3.5 hours, you know, it was easier, a little bit easier earlier, but definitely I've been busy volcano. This is just after noon, so and if we go back a little bit more here, this is at 9:13 this morning, and we can see, and of course it's got a nice frosty coating of snow on there, but definitely it wasn't quite as active this morning, but still, you know, when we look at it here, this is 7:37 in the morning, fairly heavy duty. And if we go back a little bit further, I was trying to see if it did have any eruptions during the night, but I didn't see anything there. So at least not while the visibility was there. And Popo is glowing. Yeah, Popo is doing all kinds of things. But anyway, that's what it is like right now. Unfortunately, we can't see it. So that is kind of the bad part. While we're here, let's have a quick look at, I don't know how much we're going to see of Fuego. Fuego is in the clouds, so we'll just take a quick peek. And, you know, this is kind of what we were seeing. That's from 1544. They just turned this stream back on a little while ago because of the inclement weather there. So we couldn't see a heck of a lot going on, but that is what they've got happening right now. And of course, you know, a nice shade of a volcano gray for our visibility right now. So let's make that one smaller. This was from what time is it? It was from 6:43 a.m. This is a Messiah, and we're going to refresh that. You can see the caldera definitely smoking there, and a quick shot down into the hole. And this is a current shot from 6 p.m. or 1800 their time, and you can well, you can't really see it. There is lava down there, but it's just too much smoke in the way, unfortunately. And let's leave that be. Quick peek. I did want to kind of show this one before it gets refreshed. This was down in the Chile, Lascar, doing its thing. Nothing really major this morning. And Laguna del Mole is okay too. But if you're taking a look at Villarrica, because this was from the wee hours here, you can see at the beginning of the morning, or when this time lapse starts, you can actually see the glow within the crater. There it is. And that looks pretty awesome. If I make that a little bigger, you can actually see that. So that's nice to see. And we do see a little bit of, what looks like red hot lava in there while it's doing its little time lapse there. So just for a couple of frames, but nothing much. And sorry, I'm trying to sneeze really quietly. It's not working. Anyway, gonna refresh that one to see what it looks like right now, and we'll let that go as well, just to have a really quick peek. Let's see, come on, reload. It will. Let's see what happens here. Anyway, oh, it's got some more snow on it, and they fixed the focus. Yay! And you can see a beautiful shot there. So a lot more snow on Villarrica, and that is pretty awesome. And definitely a big glow coming from it. So that is pretty cool. It is a tall volcano after all, and that is what we're seeing. So pretty cool. The other ones we don't see much of, so I'm not going to bother reiterating on them. Grandma B throws in a gift membership. Well, thank you, Grandma B. And Susie gets it. Wow. And Grandma B gifted one. There we go. Got that written down. Congratulations, Susie, wherever you are. And hopefully she is hanging around somewhere. And that is all cool. Okay, let's pop over to Iceland real quick. And we're going to take a look. I need to make these smaller here from Popocatépetl Pedal. That one is okay. This is okay. Ooh, okay, that'll work. All right, let me get on to make that smaller. Why is that? Oh, that's okay. Never mind. I gotta find Iceland. No, that's not Iceland. That looks like Japan. Okay. Where is Iceland? I found it. There it is. All right. Putting that back 10 hours real quick. And taking a look at what it looked like there. It looked like a little bit of rain that evening. And looks not, well, looks like they had some rain during the day too. So that, of course, is from 1:15 in the afternoon or 1:14, something like that. And there you go, a little bit of low clouds hanging around, some greenery happening. The trees are green, nice to see. And that is a nice shot. We'll, of course, this is from the Perlin Center there in the capital city of Iceland, and that is Reykjavik. Let's put that back to live. We'll make that one smaller, and we'll go over to the next shot. This is also from the Perlin Center, and this is the regional airport. And just a quick look at it there. A low cloud all the way around, so visibility not the greatest. We don't see a heck of a lot there. Things are turning green though. Nice to see that part. Let's leave that one be as well and carry on and go out here to the Reykjanes Peninsula. Of course, we are seeing one of the steam geysers down there. There's the steam power plant. And we aren't seeing too much steam from any of the other events. So and also no steam coming from the plant itself, and I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Why aren't we seeing steam? But anyway, we'll leave that. Normally we would see Grindavik over here, but the visibility not that good. And if we go back in time, unfortunately it was worse. So I'm only going to go back about 8 hours. To give you an idea of what it looked like. 10 hours was in the rain, so you couldn't see much. Anyway, that's what was going on there. And we'll leave that be. Let's get over and take a look at the one at Katla. And it too is kind of the same scenario. Very low clouds today, so that's what we got. Uh-oh, what happened? Agent 007 is gone. What happened to that? Okay. Anyway, I guess we are having some issues tonight. Thank you, Arizona Snowman. That is very nice of you. And yeah, well, and hello and goodbye to Agent 007. Anyway, let's back that up about I don't know, a few hours anyway. We'll go 6 hours back. That way we can kind of sort of see it. And there you go. Really not very good visibility. If we go back to the 10-hour mark, everything turns gray. So I'm not going to procrastinate on there. That may not have sounded quite right, but never mind. Banana Puss, what? So here it is. A big hello, everybody in the chat, and even a massive DrFox2000 and his awesome steamy stream. No, that didn't sound very good there, Banana Puss. We'll leave it alone. All right, I'm putting that back on live, and that is the current conditions there at Katla right now. Making that smaller again, just going to make sure they're all back to kind of normal, and then we'll go over to the harmonic tremor charts and take a look and see what is happening or what isn't happening. I got to find the right one. I'm going to refresh that, make sure it's up to date. And there we can see yesterday we did have that activity where it shot way up, and there we can also see how it shot way back down, and it tried to recover as far as the tectonic stuff is concerned. A little bit of a quake or two in the area as well, but we did see the magmatic drop down and come back way up. So something is up in the area, and I'm wondering if we are seeing some type of a magma intrusion underneath there. Possibly, but seismicity, it dropped way down and came up partially. The fact that they're all about the same angle or incline of rebound, it would definitely show something. Yeah, Piggy, we're going to do a break real quick. And a quick peek at Askia. There's Askia, and we can see Askia had a bunch of little tremors and some really weird activity. It too went up. So I'm wondering if we're getting some plate shift happening there in Iceland. Magmatic stayed the same, and seismatic didn't increase as well. And let's go down real quick to Grimsey and just see what it had looked like. Grimsey is, yep, from up, way down, up, almost looks like musical notes. So to me, I think we've had some plate shifting going on from what I see here. And I think that might be a good explanation for what we've got there. The other ones, of course, this is the Grindavik one, which is to the southwest of Fagradalfjall. We are seeing that same kind of increase, and so I don't know. Yeah, I think we are seeing a little bit of a tectonic movement. That's all I can equate this to. But hey, you know, I'm not a scientist. Well, sort of. But I'm not well versed in this, so there's all kinds of possibilities of what's really truly going on. Krisovic, on the other hand, it dropped way down as far as our tectonic, and then recovered a little bit. So same thing though as the other ones as far as the seismic and our wonderful. What do you call those? Magmatic one. Anyway, we're going to do the quakes first here before the break. There's only 40 quakes I'm not going to read through all of them. I'm going to just go through a few and just point out some areas of interest. Of course, we've only got 2 down here, and this is what makes it so interesting to see all that activity we see on Frankfurt and Krusevik, the major movements. And even from the Grindavik one, we've only got 2 quakes down here. What the heck is going on? So it's got to be plate shifting. No one is blocked and just lurking. Oh, okay. Hey, welcome, Arizona Snowman. Who is 40 Quaker Oats? Okay. Anyway, this one was from 6:23 this morning, 1.79, 5.9 clicks down. The one over by Grindavik, right near the Blue Lagoon, is from 1617, a 1.18 and 2.8 kilometers down. There's your Blue Lagoon right there. So really not that far away from it. And that is what we got there. Then we got some other smaller ones. They get a little bigger, 1.25 over there, 6.3 clicks down from 138 this morning. Hekla had 2 quakes going on here, and that's Hekla, 1.51, and that's only 592 meters down, 403 this morning. The other one is 1706 from 0.88, and that's 39 meters down. And I kind of make you wonder, are we going to see something pop there? We've got nothing at Eyjafjalla, Jökull, or Katla. We do have a couple sitting here at Grimsvatn. Just going to look at these real quick. 1.3 clicks down from 1053. The other one from a 1.9 from a 135 meters down. Possibly some ice movement. 6:46 a.m. for that guy. Some other ones there. I'm not going to hit every one. And Astia, we see a 1.99, 4 kilometers down, 5:39 this morning. And then we've got some other ones here. A 0.79, 4.5 clicks down, 142 this morning, and 5:34 this morning, a 0.22, 5.7 kilometers down. A couple out here in the middle of nowhere, nothing really major there, and we are seeing a little bit of a brand new swarm here, a 1.7, 9.2 clicks down, came in at 2319, that's the latest quake. 2309, we had a 1.6, 10 kilometers down for him. And then we have a whole bunch around here. And again, I'm not going to read through these, you guys. So, you're welcome to do that. A 5-minute warning. Dr. Fox, time for your, I'm going to do the Pepsi break right now. The biggest one on the map here, though, is that 3.09. And that's from 10 kilometers down, and that came in at 15:55. So that is all good. Anyway, that is our earthquakes. You guys know where to find them. And earthquake 3 is this map, of course. And that is pretty awesome. Let's see. I wonder what the heck that is all about. Anyway, I'm going to go take a break, you guys. And what we're going to do, because I am going to keep this stream short today, is after the break, we will have our bacon seeds, okay? Because that is a major requirement of this show, so we'll do that. For right now, for those good people who are here, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please give it a bump. I know we're not going to get anywhere near 100 today, but do that if you can. Also, if you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying the show and you're a decent person, go for it. Hit that subscribe button. On that friendly note, after the break, bacon seeds. I'm your host, Dr. Fox2000, here in very, very smoky Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in 5, 6, 7, or 8 minutes or something like that. Don't go away, and I'll put you back on the canned lava. Keep smiling, and there we go. It's running. I'll be back. And the microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you all here. And just a friendly reminder that today's stream is going to be short. So we will be doing bacon seeds right now. And that is all good. Thank you for the welcome backs from Piggy and Kevin and Henry and Pepsi runs over to what? Oh, Pepper runs over. And I hear you from Sharon Stewart. And thanks Sue and Bob and Hermione and Fluffy. Licking people's faces. Yeah, bacon seed time, guys. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna pause this lava right in its tracks. There we go. And let's just get over there and we'll do bacon seeds. See what Piggy sent us and what might have fallen into that email. And there's that wonky donkey. Welcome. Welcome to everyone who I haven't said hi to. I want to remind everyone today that we are going to have a shorter stream. And that is because of the really heavy smoke here. And I have a really, really sore throat. And it's not good. So, don't show starts 3 hours early on Saturday. Yep. And if somebody like Bob will type in VolcanoX, that'll show up with the times. Anyway, that's the last bacon seeds from yesterday, and Piggy did send us a bunch of new ones. So let's take a look and see what Piggy sent us. There she is. She's doing her thing, and I know she was kind of bopping. She was bopping and doing that earlier, but I will see what she actually sent us. Anyway, we'll get to it. And here's our first one. And that looks like somebody's being bottle fed. That is pretty awesome. I wonder what that's all about. Piggy in a basket getting bottle fed. And Yona, welcome Yona. Glad to have you on board. And Spain? What happened to Spain? Yona is in Iceland, not Spain. Next one. Let's see. Is this one? Another bottle feeding. What the heck we got going on here? These little ones all having to eat from the bottle. I am a Janice. Ask Arizona. Yeah, right, Piggy. Okay. You a bit, Janice. Oh boy, kneecaps. Anyway, I'm feeding from a bottle on Fridays. Yep. And what? I have a cold. I'm in Spain. Oh, you're in Spain. Yona is in Spain, and she's got a cold. All right. Well, I've got a cold too. Look at how little this one is. This is just a little tiny little bacon seed. Oh my God, that is just too small. I'm not sweet. Okay, Piggy. And that is a very, very tiny bacon seed. Premature. Yeah, and at least he's getting fed. That is important. So let's see what the next one is. And this one is a Triscuit boy. Another one of these little guys. Very, very young little guy. That is pretty awesome. Piggy, there goes that street cred again. Yep, definitely. Anyway, let's see what else we got happening here. And the next one is this one. Texas Tiny Pigs. That's a very, very small little one. I like the color on that one. That is kind of nice. A nice looking little bacon seed. And let's see what we got here. Next one. And we'll see. Fawn pig. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Little spots on them. Kind of nice. Next one is, two of them. They're cuddled up. And they are in a warming blanket of some sort. And they are keeping warm with each other. And that is awesome. Texas, a tiny has, I gotta be from the Demolition Ranch. I don't know about that one. Anyway, let's go here. Dueling piggies, yeah, possibly. And here's our next one. And look at the funny eyes on that one. That is kind of neat. Interesting. Blue and kind of a neat smirk on his face. Love the eyes. Yeah, that is neat. A very nice looking mascara. Yeah. And here's our next bacon seed, and that is a very tiny one as well. And he's got a little smirk on his face, so clean bopper. Yep. And this one is looking pretty nice. Very incy seed. Yep. Very tiny little guys. And the next, we got a bunny come in to go eat. Yay! I see a bunny. And this is our next one. Another one, very small little fella. And that is all cool. And we like it. And let's see, we got more bunnies. Bunnies, by the way, for those who didn't see the, I did post that bunny video for those people who didn't go look at it with the two little bunnies. Anyway, here's another one, and that guy is a little bit bigger. He's hiding in his blanket. He's playing, I'm snuggling in my blanket, go away. And this one is slightly older, I think. We'll get to our next one. And we've got two left, so let's get these going. Safe from Tom and Pepper. Awesome. And yep, another little tiny bacon seed, a young'un, and he's just parked there, and that is all good. He's got nice eyelashes. Well, that is pretty awesome. And let's get to our last bacon seed for today. Sitting in a timeout. Possibly. Cute feet. Yep, we like it. Last bacon seed for today is this. And I don't know if you remember the photo of this little guy. He's the one with no back legs. So he's got that little carriage. And this is when he was younger and they were feeding him. And I found this online and I added it to our little bacon seeds there because it kind of fell in line with all the little pigs eating, and I thought that would be pretty nice. So this is the one that has no back legs, and he's got that little wheel harness so he can get around. Yeah, piggy wheelchair. Yep, exactly. And that is awesome, and nice to see that you know, he has an opportunity in a life anyway. So that is pretty cool. And well, it should be all right. Anyway, we'll leave our bacon seeds be for now, and we'll go over and take a look at our mystery volcano for today. I guess I gotta stop this one again. Actually, I'm gonna turn that off. There's our mystery volcano. And I know this looks like every other volcano out there. And I'm hoping that we're going to get a whole bunch of wrong guesses. I know we're going to get a bunch of wrong guesses. No, it's not Kilauea. And definitely not. And let's see, any other guesses? I'm not going to give any hints yet. No, Piggy, it's not Krakatoa. Banana Puss, you're very astute. It is indeed a volcano, but that's not the one. It's not Mount Etna. No, not Etna. And let's see. Okay, Linda, you can't do multiple volcanoes. You got to do one, and that's how it works. Okay, so no, it's not Semeru. Sorry, definitely not. And let's see. Any other guesses? No. And the bunny chased away one of the magpies there, and did come back here. So it's not Fuego. No, it's not Mayon. Linda's already putting up the flag. It's not Villarica, and let's see. It's not Popocatépetl. No, Popocatépetl. Caterpillar. I like that, but no, it's not. It's not Popocatépetl. No, it's not Reventador. It's not Ebu. Sorry. No. No, it's okay. Henry's given up too. It's not Viagra either. No, it's definitely not that. It's not Tungur. Yeah, Tunguhara, whatever the heck that is. It's not Kilimanjaro, no. And it's not One Fish, no. Oh, it's not Arizona Snowman. There, One Fish. That is not a volcano. That is a snowman. And it's not a Henry Nelson either. Sorry. All right. I don't know if you guys you may have known about this volcano. No, it's not Dukono. No, sorry. I think even Sue's a little bit stumped here. It's out at Kamchatka. No, it's not out at Kamchatka. No. Let me put it this way. This volcano has changed a whole bunch. Because it blew up at one point in time. And no, it's not Krakatoa, not Krakatoa. The present condition of this volcano is not what you see on the screen. So that is a hint. There's your hint. No, it's not Hungatunga. Hungatunga is a submariner. This is above the water. No. Novarupta. No. No, it's not Pinatubo. No, sorry. I know it is a telescope tells me it's on Mars. No, it's on Earth. It's not Hunga up high. Sorry, no. It's not Tunga, you guys. No. And I'm wondering why the heck my computer is revving so high here. Something is running in the background, and I'm wondering if I got something else going on here. I just want to see. what I've got running here. I'm wondering if Microsoft started itself up again. No, not seeing anything in the background. I wonder why it's revving. It's not Toba, one I can't spell. Okay, well, C&D boy, that leaves you and a lot of other people. I blame a volcano. What's its name? All right, I think we have enough white flags up there that we can do this. It's not Mount Rainier or a Lavalier. It's not a Fuji. No. Okay, I'm going to give you this volcano, and you're going to kind of kick yourselves a little bit. We mention it just about every day. And, all right, no more guessing. I'm going to do it. And we're going to do that. And hey, Joseph Fields, Texas, welcome. Okay, and this volcano, this is White Isle Volcano. White Isle Volcano, north of our wonderful New Zealand. This is before it blew itself to bits and pieces. This is a few years back, but that is what it is. White Isle Volcano. And I don't have a date on the picture, but yeah, that's where it is. And I know it's one that a lot of people actually knew. I should have thought of that. Sarah, way to go. I thought of it, but forgot how it blew itself up. And I give you that hint. I tried to be nice. Janice, I kicked myself. Yeah, I shouldn't have kicked, bitten a knee. Okay. That's certainly a trick question, you Fox, Dr. Fox. Yep. Well, I tried to be, so there you go. That is, we fail. Yep, game over. And, I tried to give you everything that you needed to, and other than telling you where it is. And I did tell you it blew itself up. So that should have been the biggest hint right there. And it is what it is. Anyway, let's do a little bit more here of the stream, and we'll just go around and take a look at a couple of the other volcanoes real quick. And we're going to just pop over to, who are we going to look at? Actually, I'm gonna go and do something different here. It kind of looks nice right there right now. I'm gonna show you this. This is kind of a weird looking scene. Let's just show you that. I thought that looks kind of nice right now. That is a Popocatépetl, of course, and yeah, it's, the sun is sitting right up there. That's almost worthy of a picture, so pretty cool. Janice says I must go to sleep now. Janice, just no eating cookies in the bed while you're doing that, okay? And otherwise you're going to get crumbs everywhere. Anyway, I thought the Popo was looking pretty good. But let's leave Popo be. We'll get over to a couple of the other ones real quick here. Let's see, where can we go? That is, got something happening. We'll take a quick look at Merapi and see if Merapi is doing anything. Well, we see the seismic pattern here. It's trying to erupt right now, but we're not going to see anything major popping out, unfortunately. We do see a little bit of a billowing cloud up here. Unfortunately, because of the brightness outside, we're not going to see what it's really truly doing, and that is because it's just too bright, right? If we go back in time, though, I wanted to see if there was a little bit of a bacon flow, and there was in a couple of places. So we'll take a look at this one here real quick, and you can see some of that lava heading down the hill, and of course the seismicity again, a pretty good indicator of what is going on there. And then let's see, we had some other ones just before that as well that I wanted to see, but this one should pop out a little bit more and give us a little bit better bacon view for right now. Looks like 2 hours before sunset here, but here today when I was going to rain. Okay, well, no rain here. I wish we'd get some rain up in northern Alberta. That would really be nice, and clean some of that smoke out of the air. Good night, Janice. Take care. And Judy M, welcome. And Judy, in case you didn't hear, we're going to do a short stream today, so I'm going to be, I'm going to take one more break here, and then after this break we'll run about a half an hour, and then we're going to shut down, because way too much smoke here, and I don't know how the smoke is there, but right now we're getting a huge smoke here in Alberta from the fires up north. We've got some fires about 200 kilometers north of me here. So, yeah, you sound awful. Thanks. I look awful too. I'm kidding. I'm handsome. Anyway, that was what we were seeing from Popel, not Popel, from, hang on, Merapi. That's the one I'm looking for. And just thought I'd throw that in just so you see a little bit of bacon there. And next one on the agenda, let's put this back on a multi, and this, of course, not doing us any justice, and I don't think we're going to be able to see Ruapehu today. They did have all kinds of weather conditions happening, and there you can kind of see what's going on there. And earlier it was just rain, 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 rain. So that's what they got. Hey, Philomena, welcome. And anyway, that's what we got going on right now for those guys. So the rain clouds are very heavy going through there. We're going to leave that guy be. We're also going to make that one smaller again and put it back on live. I want to go over and just take a quick look. Going to refresh this and see if we had anything new showing up here, since we had those big quakes out near Vanuatu or Loyalty Islands. We are seeing an increase or uptick in activity at on the Taupo chart here, so very interesting to see that. And there's a huge spike here. This is at 7.7. It did shake northern areas of northern New Zealand, so that's what that quake has done. We don't see too much there, but the big one up north. We're going to check that map right away too, though. I want to see what's been happening there. Their camera still didn't get repaired, so, or their screen. I don't know what has gone on. They've wrecked it, or somebody has done it in. And let's see, full screen. There, we kind of have it, but that's not really the way we want it. It is raining there right now, and not a surprise. So we do see the caldera is the lake for Taupo, and we do see a little bit of a rainbow in there, just a bit. So that's something nice, but that's all good. Bob, you got this. Bob, are you there? Anyway, we'll make that one smaller again, and we will put it back on here so I can find that later. Going to take a quick peek at the other ones here. Let's see. Oh, I have it on the wrong thing. We're gonna make that a little bigger. There is our wonderful shot of Semeru, and Semeru, of course, I've been a little bit busy too, and it has a few plumes, but we're not going to do too much with it today. Let's see, there's a little bit of puffing coming out. Very nice close-up on their behalf, and we like it. And yeah, Arizona, if you're going, no worries. Bob is there, so all cool. And thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, that's what we got going on there right now. And that looks pretty good. Quick shot, we'll leave that. They did have it pulled out as far as that was the close-up. The rest of them were not the better shots. So if we go back during the nighttime, we do see a glow in there for sure. That's just around midnight or so, top of the hour. Thanks, Sue. And that's what we see. And just want to do one real quick thing here, and we'll put this back. There we go. And Karangatang had a little bit of a pop, and boy, that is not a very good view. Why do they do that? They have these darn ads over here, and they shift everything over. Anyway, it did have a little bit of an eruption, and that is a kind of let's see, will it make that bigger? No, it won't. It wants to put it somewhere else. Of course. So that didn't load very well. But anyway, stratovolcano, it's doing its activity, and that's kind of what we were seeing there. I think we might have seen that photo before, but anyway, all good. So we'll leave it as that. I'm going to get rid of that guy. We'll leave this one be. I'm actually going to make that smaller. Going to put you back over onto here, but we're going to re-engage our canned lava. That's this, and we'll do our thing. So for those good people who are here, please, if you haven't hit the like button yet, give it a quick bop. Still a good opportunity to do that. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to go take a break. My throat is killing me, and down on the left, okay, I will try to find that, Sue, and it's hard to deal with that when they change things like that, and it's a matter of fact, I ended up closing it, so we'll see if we can reopen it. I'm trying to run a shorter stream today, so giving lots of long reports isn't going to work for me, okay? That's why, you know, I do appreciate it, but I'm trying to see where that report is. Yeah. Oh, they've got it stacked up in a single line format. Why do they do that? That's just annoying. It really is. And of course, their ads are more important than having the actual report on the volcano in there. You know, like they've got 3 words every sentence. I don't know why. That's frustrating. Sorry, I don't mean to sound rude. But anyway, yeah. I got Edmonton news on right now. Yeah, a fire smoke is bad in a docks area. Yeah, you got it. It is bad. Anyway, I'm gonna go take that break. Don't go away, guys. I'll be back. Okay, the microphone is back on, and of course I was just coughing. I just had finished blowing my nose, and this cough just filled up my nose again. It is what it is, and yeah, Sue, no worries about the report there. I do see it, and I'm trying to read it with the 3 or 4 words that they put in every little line there, and it's definitely something they messed up with the HTML on that particular page. But yeah, thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Hermione and Fluffy, and I hear you from Sharon Stewart, and thanks Kevin and One Fish, and the yin and yang of allergies. Yeah, the yin and yang, and the smoke isn't helping either. And that's actually, I've really got my throat sore. And thanks, Arizona Snowman. And yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so Orangutan volcano there in Apia Island, whatever it is, however it's pronounced, North Indonesia. Increasing activity alert status raised to a level 3. And after almost 1 month since the Volcano Institute decreased the alert status of the volcano activity, started to rise over the past 2 weeks. Since May 15th, glowing lava blocks have been observed detaching from the main crater lava dome and reached 1.5 kilometers of sliding distance over the south and southeastern slopes. So that's kind of what they were after, saying that it is doing its thing for Orangutan. Unfortunately, it's not a very well placed thing there, so I'm not going to worry about it. But it's okay, Sue, and I do appreciate you sending it though. And so don't get that wrong. Everything is welcome for sure. It's just when when I look at it, it's hard to try to readjust all the streams and everything all the time. And wonky donkey, I did get that, and from the Congo there, DR Congo area. Unfortunately, some this week has been my first week at this new job, so I have had very little time, okay, to be honest, and some of it is just a little bit difficult to try to juggle everything back in there. I've been focusing on the new job, and I hear a noisy ice cream truck outside. All right, I can't get ice cream. I'm doing a show. Anyway, I'll leave that be. Anyway, let's carry on with the other reports that we wanted to talk about. I'm going to stop the canned lava for right now, and we'll stop it here. Yep, it's a noisy ice cream truck. The other one is of interest is Mount Etna, and that is the other report that Sue did send. And when we go there, we're going to go back and in time a little bit. We're going to see what Etna is looking like, and this is what it was today at about 2:40 p.m. You can definitely see quite a bit of pluming coming off the top there with smoke, and that is coming off the top crater as well as the southeast crater, and that is what we're seeing. So yeah, for a change, it is a nice view. As of late, it's been covered so badly with clouds, we couldn't tell what the heck it was doing, but we can see it now, so all good. Anyway, that is what we were seeing there. So, classic smoke plume, and yeah, neat to see that. And if we go a little further in time, we can see the plume kind of is slowed down a bit here. I thought it was going to change directions, but it's the extra clouds coming in. But it is continuing on. You know, even this is 5:13 in the evening there, and it looks like it kind of increased a little bit. And I had kind of mentioned when we looked at the tremor chart stuff the other day here, you know, Etna basically has been sitting here below the line for so long, and now we've got something that is increasing, and we may see a full-blown eruption eventually, and hopefully we do. So that would be interesting and nice to see. Anyway, we did have the report, so that is what Sue did send in. And this one is slightly off, but not so bad that we can actually read it. And you can see the space in here, and the way it's supposed to be is this smaller area on the other side. This got this space on the other report. So somebody messed up slightly on the other one. But anyway, Etna volcano in Sicily, and a rapid increase in tremor and minor eruptions yesterday, and that was what they were seeing. The thermal really doesn't show you that much activity there, but it is definitely there. That's from the 18th. I'm not sure if they had anything there. Yeah, there's what they were showing. The plume was headed the other way, which is okay, but definitely showing that it is doing something there, and very interesting to be able to see that. And of course, here's their charts, and of course they were showing that it is a massive increase in what it you know, what it's been doing and what it is now, right? So and basically flatlining for the most part, and now it's active again. And for us, that's a good news in a way. So INGV seismic network detected a rapid increase of continuous vibrations, a so-called tremor, associated with the degassing at noon or 12:10 local time yesterday. And then, of course, a volcanic tremor reached temporarily high values, indicating a magma movement upwards through the volcano conduits, and later on showed a significant variation following a decrease to the minimum medium values. A sharp spike of high amplitude tremors returned back to at 11:30 local time with increasing tendencies. So tremors has been located between the Boca Nuovo crater and the southeast crater at an altitude of approximately 2,500 meters. And that seems to be a very interesting location, so we may see some spurting coming out of there on the side again, and that is pretty good. So anyway, that's kind of what we had there, and I'm wondering, you know, if we are going to see Etna pop. And of course, you know, with seeing that, this is encouraging. It really is, to be able to see, you know, we may end up seeing something. Again, you know, volcanoes are unpredictable, so it could pop or it could just drop. We know how it works, right? And that is the way, that's the way the cookie crumbles, if you want to call it that. And that's all good. Anyway, let's see, where else do we want to go real quick? Let's go have a peek at Japan. On the way through to Japan, we will take a look at another shot here at Popocatépetl. That is kind of a nice sunset scene there at Popo. And I'm trying to catch up to my housekeeping here while I'm leaving it there. I'm going to put that back to normal. And I just want to take a quick peek over at Stromboli. No, Stromboli not doing a darn thing right now, so we'll leave Stromboli out of the report today. But that is kind of nice to see what we've got there at our wonderful Etna. Nice silhouette of the eruption on, from the sunset. It's a beautiful shot. And let's see, does it look like that? This one is, this is from the other side, of course. So hang on, this is 1827, is that the other one? Yeah, 1827. So it depends on where you're looking at it from. You're going to get a completely different viewpoint. And this, of course, is from a different angle. I think this one is looking a little bit more to the west. And that's what we're seeing there. The other camera view is this. This is, I don't know where this is looking. This looks like maybe looking to the north or to the east. So that's what we've got there. But I like this one. That looks pretty. All right, very nice. Anyway, let's go over to our Japanese ones, and we'll see what we've got going on. I got to do some housekeeping to keep up with this, and that is all good. And where is my Japan? There it is. There's Japan. The ice cream boat is in. We can see it. There is an ice cream boat, so you can go down there and get some ice cream. Unfortunately, Sakurajima is hiding in the clouds, so we are unable to see it. So we're not going to spend a lot of time here trying to find it. If we go back in time a little bit, it was still very cloudy and foggy. And thanks, Sue, for that 1 minute warning. And that is from 6:15 this morning, so not very a good view at all. And there we go. So let's leave that one be, and we'll leave that on. Actually, let's go take a look at the other ones real quick. ASOL is not, hang on, why does that look so funny? Oh, that's a sunrise. I get it. There's the sun coming up. And that is ASOL. And why is that so fuzzy? 480, no wonder. There, that's a little better. And that's right over there is where the venting is happening. And no, that's not lava, that's the sunrise. So that is what we got going on there. We might be able to see a little bit if we go back further. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you can see a pluming there, and that is coming from the little caldera there, and definitely off-gassing both water vapor and SO2 gas, and that is what we have there for right now. And we'll leave that one be. We're going to have a quick peek at ASO, and ASO is in the clouds, and we're not going to see it. No, we're not. So I'm going to leave that one be. Back to the ice cream boat. There it is. Hope everyone got their ice cream, and we will leave that be. When we come back from the break, we're going to do just a really quick overview on earthquakes and a very quick overview on weather and stuff. And at the top of the hour, I am going to, is it the top of the hour? Yeah, I'm going to shut down because I need to try to get my throat to cool off. So let's put you back over here for right now. And don't go away. I will have more stuff after the break. be a little quicker, but we'll do that. So hang in there, keep smiling, and we're gonna try to do a volcano report, and then the earthquakes, and go from there. So I'll be back. And the microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching a VolcanoX live stream. Thank you for the welcome backs there, Sue. And, well, so far only Sue. Okay, no worries. Did everybody else leave? Bob says a 5x5. Okay, I guess there's only about 18 people there. Hermione and Fluffy, thank you. And I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000 from Sharon Stewart. We are here. Awesome. All right, so we're going to run through the volcano report. Thanks, Wonky Donkey. And we'll go and do that real quick. And then we'll have a quick peek at SO2 and quick peek at temperatures. But we're not going to spend too much time. Anyway, last night from Thursday evening, volcanic activity, only 3 volcanoes on the list. Hang on. Anyway, 3 volcanoes on the list. Popocatépetl, Central Mexico, frequent emissions up to 22,000 feet or 6,700 meters, reported at 1,800. We know that today it was doing a tremendous job as well. Sabancaya in Peru, continuous volcanic ash emissions to 23,000 feet or 7,000 meters, reported at 2045. Reventador in Ecuador, basically new volcanic ash emissions to 15,000 feet for 4,600 meters, reported at 2230. And then for Friday, of course, we had 7 volcanoes. What Sue has been cloned and will take over the world in 3 days. Oh no. Sue, are you cloned? Anyway, 7 volcanoes for today. Sangay in Ecuador, not detected. It's cloaked. Reported at 1:45 a.m. With the alien cloaking device active. Popocatépetl in central Mexico. Possible volcanic ash emissions to 22,000 feet. Possible? You mean the stuff that I seen wasn't there? 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters, reported at 5:15 this morning. It's not just possible, it's a definite. And also, again, same height from volcanic ash emissions at 11:45 a.m. And Semeru and East Java, ongoing discrete volcanic ash to 15,000 feet or 4,600 meters, reported at 6:30 this morning. And we already got our little report on Mount Etna, and that came in from 6:30 this morning. Sabancaya in Peru, intermittent emissions to 23,000 feet, 7,000 meters, reported at 8:45 this morning. And Reventador in Ecuador, again, volcanic ash emissions possibly to 15,000 feet, 4,600 meters, reported at 9 o'clock this morning. And then, of course, we had the Karangatang report from Api Siau Island, if I said it right, North Indonesia, and that came in at 1,600. So all good. And that is our volcano report. Thank you, Sue, for doing that, and it is appreciated, and no problem there. So all good. A sore throat or not, it's all appreciated. So just so you know that. And all good. Okay, let's go over. I paused our lava here. We're going to have a quick look here. We kind of, at the beginning of the show, kind of had a peek at what was going on there in at the end of, well, they call it Loyalty Islands here, but this is Vanuatu, okay? And then we have the whole thing here where I don't know exactly where Loyalty Island is, but this is the area that we had that in, and of course a large quake that they had there was a 7.7, and they did say that there was a tsunamis. There's a no more tsunami warning issued for it, so that's all okay, and we can get rid of that and not worry about that. But we had a tremendous amount of aftershocks in the area, so it would not surprise me to see something popping up in one of these areas here along these islands, or the rises here. I don't know. This is one of the islands there, and again, this is a small volcano. I don't know which one that is, but as you can see, there's a smoke emanating from that, and you know, we do have stuff going on. So this is an older picture, mind you. There's another one there, little rock islands. This is all volcanic stuff, so pretty cool to see that, really. But you know, that's within the vicinity, so it is what it is. Anyway, that is what we've got in that area. We do see here one in Papua New Guinea, a 4.9, a few over here in Maluka Sea area, 4.6, 4.9, and 4.6, and that's all in Indonesia. Moving up into our Bowen Island area, Japan, the 4.1, that's not that big. 4.6 up here, and kind of north central Japan. We do have a new quake there, 4.2 on the Kamchatka Peninsula, not too far away from Chikaratsky. No, sorry, not Chikaratsky. Hang on, Shivlish and Bezimiani right there. So that's where that one is, and we're not seeing anything major along the North American coast, and nothing really super big in the Chilean area, 5.1 right there. And then we got another one, 4.5. This one is in Argentina border area, 4.2, 4.4 there, and a 4.6 further south there in Chile. So those are those quakes. I do want to point this one out. This is a 5.7. It's right near Somalia, and of course that is on the I don't know if that's actually the Owen fracture zone or not, but it is there. They've had a few. There's the other one, and that's a 4.4. This is an older one here, 4.5. So a little bit of shaking going on there, and so they would have felt that in Somalia, as well as over on the other side here in Yemen. So that is that area. And of course, that is something that's going to end up causing the Arabian microplate here to push northward. And we see 4.3 up here in Turkey because of that, likely a cause from that. These were the ones in Crete that we seen, the 5.2. Piggy didn't feel those. There's another one here in Greece, 3.1, nothing major there. And I'm just looking here. This is kind of an odd place for a quake. Ohio, 2.6 from 1817, 6.5 kilometers down. I don't know. That's weird. That is weird. That's odd. This one over here I can understand. Hudson's New York area, 2.2. That is because it's kind of laying on a fault area, but this is a little bit strange. That is rock solid there. Why are we seeing quakes? things that make you go, hmm. Anyway, that's kind of the earthquakes there on the map. I'm not going to dwell on those, and we're not going to bother having a look at the other places there. I don't think there's anything happening in our Canary Islands. We'll leave that off for today. We'll maybe have a look at it tomorrow if things are a little bit better. For right now, though, that's pretty cool. Yeah, laughing is good for your soul, but make sure that you don't laugh too hard that you hurt your ribs or your hips or whatever is hurting you today if you're getting older. Or your throat. That has a little bit of a bearing on things as well. Let me see if I can go over there to the SO2 map. I'm going to refresh it. I was actually looking at Alberta and the very high SO2 levels here. If we refresh this, that shows that we're going to have a rain Monday night, which is really a good thing. I wish we had it a little bit sooner, but as you can see, the way this area, really high in SO2, and that is coming downward, and that's the smoke from the fires up here. That's where the fires are. So that is coming down, and it's getting into Edmonton. And of course you can see that circulation, so we can see that swooping down and around, and that's what we are receiving here. We also see some fires up in northern Saskatchewan that are burning, and they are producing some SO2 as well. Anyway, looking at Kamchatka Peninsula, we do have some stuff coming out from, I do believe, Shivolish, as well as Klyushevskoy, and that is what we got there. Monday is a holiday in Canada. It's a Victoria Day, yeah, for the wonderful Queen. And we aren't seeing any more here. This, which was sorry. Anyway, yeah, so that is going to end up dissipating. Have some Pepsi. Yeah, I'm going to actually right now. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to end up dissipating. Now, I do believe that was from a submariner as far as a volcanic activity is concerned. We're not seeing too much from White Isle Volcano, which is located right there. Of course, that is our picture of the day, the White Isle Volcano, and unfortunately, it is, like I said, it's blew itself to bits. Not much there in Australia. The regular stuff from the coking plants and so on still happening. Tofua not so bad, Yasur not so bad, and Vanuatu, Agawa, and Eoba are still doing their thing pretty heavy. So the other ones, Simaru a little bit, Marapi, and Krakatau. I haven't had any updates on Krakatau. I was trying to find something earlier, but I was busy doing other things. So Jakarta and Krakatau kind of are both helping to make that a plume. And Ibu and Dakono doing their thing, not so bad in the Philippines. And looking over here, Suwanosi Jima is making that one. And this is what's happening. Lots of SO2 from Sakurajima in Japan. And not quite as much coming from ASO, but ASO is throwing out a bunch as well. So, but most of this is from Sakurajima. And going up in this area, we do see kind of a little bit darker color there, but that is from Asama, and that is what we got there. And current activity, oh, this has changed. Okay, that I'm surprised. I keep getting changes on the map here. I guess they must have updated. Oh, hang on, or did this not? Why is this on Monday? Hang on, let me refresh this. There we go. That's changed. That is a little bit weird. How did it change all by itself? Gremlins. Pardon me. Anyway, that is pretty normal there, so we're going to leave it. China doing its thing. We got India doing its thing. And of course, the smelting going on there, and DR Congo area. Looks like they're a little heavier today. Eruption, not much. Oil refineries here in Saudi, as well as Iraq and Iran and Kuwait are doing their thing. And surprisingly, not so much from Etna. I thought we'd see increased SO2 levels, but it's not that bad. So I'm going to leave it as that for our SO2 for now. Know what the mirror cracks me up. What mirror cracks me up and makes me, oh, okay. Don't do that. Don't crack the mirror. Anyway, I'm not going to do much for a weather report here today. We can see it's a lot warmer up in Alaska, up to 24 degrees in some places. Really nice. Yukon is not bad. A little cooler Northwest Territories, none of it. We still want none of it. And of course, Alberta has got temperatures in some places up to 27 degrees up north there. The fire areas at 24, 25 degrees. Down south, though, Calgary area and southward, we are seeing some temperatures up in the 30-degree range. So that's what we've got there. Vancouver is about 20 right now. Over on Bombs there, place there, over on the Rock has got somewhere between 20 and 23. Just wanted to peek. Lethbridge is sitting at 29 degrees. And of course, looking at the interior here, we see up to 34 degrees in the wonderful valley here in Kelowna and southward Penticton area. So nice temps. 31 over here at some areas by Medicine Hat. Kananaskis country sweating like crazy at 25. And going a little further east, we see 20 in Winnipeg, and of course about 19 or 20 there for Judy M. A little cooler around the Great Lakes, which is okay. Not going to worry so much about those places, but 18 in Toronto, we got 18 in Detroit, about 14, 15, 16, depending on where you point the hamster there. In Chicago, and of course the lakes themselves are still quite cool, so we're going to see a big temperature differences right at the coastal areas in the lakes. 18 in Montreal, and looks like Quebec City is about 16. Northern end of New Brunswick is warmer than the south, but still not that bad. We are seeing a circulation here from that high, trying to pull that warm air up. And Cole Harbour coming in at 6, same as Halifax. Thank you, Sue. And we are seeing some warmer temperatures there in Newfoundland as well, but still a lot of cold stuff. 4 degrees out here on the Avalon Peninsula, so not so good. Not going to spend a lot of time here. Charlotte 18, and we got 18 over for Grandma B. Atlanta's 20. Orlando coming in at about 26, 27, somewhere thereabouts. Miami 27. Getting over a little bit more. Cancun 27. San Antonio is 30. Dallas sitting at 23. Houston is 29. We see an air mix in here, so looks like this is going to be a stormy area. Phoenix coming in at 32, 31, 32. Death Valley is going to be crazy hot with 40 some degrees. We see a 43 so far for the high there, so very, very warm. And that's what we've got, 44 in some spots. Death Valley 42 is what's registered. And taking a quick look, San Francisco 13, that's not so warm. Sacramento is 27, San Jose 19, sorry, is it 19? Yeah, 19. LA coming in at about 19 as well. But you know, you look at those high temperatures. Bakersfield 34 degrees. Wow. We see 33 in Mexicali, going down to Mexico City, 19, 20 degrees. But they too have some very warm temperatures, but not compared to Death Valley at 44. So we'll leave that be. Quick peek, looks pretty normal in the northern portions of South America. We see Rio coming in, very cold temperature today at 17, 13 in the Sao Paulo. Buenos Aires only at 15. Paysandú coming in at about 18 degrees right now. Chile in the southern side of Argentina with negative temperatures. Hopefully they're not getting any snow. Let's go over to New Zealand to see what it looks like there. And just zoom out here for a second. There's that nasty low. Here's that definite cut. The high is sitting over on the other side trying to pump down that warm air. We are relatively warm, but that is not so good for the South Island. Single digits for the western side and interior. 11 degrees in Christchurch, coming in at about 14 there in Wellington, and probably raining cats and dogs. We see 16, 17 there. Poor Mars 20, Chile. I hope it warms up for him when he lands there. He's tomorrow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I hope it does too. Mind you, that's already evening temperature, so you got to remember during the daytime when the sun is out, it's a lot warmer. Looks like we got about 10 in Hobart right now, not so warm for them. And we're seeing a 12 there in Melbourne for Leo, and about 13 or 14 there in Adelaide, Sydney 14. And home of Oz sitting at about 19 degrees roughly. That is not so bad. And looking at the northern end, 28 is about the highest temperature. Perth coming in at about 15 degrees. And let's see, we're not going to worry about all these guys. Let's just take a look at Bangkok real quick. 30 degrees in Bangkok, and that is okay. What I see here anyway, 30, somewhere thereabouts. Perfect, Sue, thanks. Kagoshima coming in at about 24, 23, 24. Tokyo sitting at about 20 degrees. Not bad in Japan temperature-wise. Kamchatka Peninsula is even got up to 17 degrees in some places. They are going to have a flooding there from melting snow. Delhi coming in at about 25 right now for nighttime. Here's that Fabian storm still trucking across the big pond, and I don't know if it's going to end up getting to Madagascar or if it's going to go up a little further north and get into Somalia or someplace there. Looks cold there at Cape Town, and we are seeing some warmer temperatures in the Sahara Desert, but again, still nothing really cooking. And we are seeing 16, 17 in Cairo. Still see that cold stuff there in Morocco and northern Algeria and Tunisia. We are seeing up to 36 degrees in Saudi Arabia, UAE slightly cooler, but not by much. Baghdad coming in at about 28. And taking a look at Adana, about 18 right now for nighttime temperatures, actually not bad. Probably about 18 or 19 for our wonderful Piggy right now. And let's see, Athens, Greece coming in there at about 16. And looks pretty warm over here at Redanzo and about 15 degrees. What are the Atlas Mountains cold up in Morocco to Tunisia? Yeah, they will be typically, but it should have been warmer there by now. And thanks, it's 18 for Piggy. And looking at the other ones here, Madrid only 10 degrees, Lisbon about 16, a big difference. Nantes coming in at 9, Paris is about 11, and 15 in Redanzo, thanks. Munich sitting at 11, Frankfurt 12, Cologne 12, Yvonne's house about 11 or 12, and Amsterdam sitting at 11, Brussels at 10, Berlin sitting at 9, Hamburg at 9, Copenhagen about 9 degrees, Aarhus a little bit cooler at 7, and we see a 7 over in Oslo, as well as 8 over there in Stockholm, and about 6 or 7 over there in St. Petersburg. Moscow coming in at about 9 degrees. And well, look at that wind blowing over top. Not the greatest when you're looking at that, but Reykjavik is probably about 6 or so degrees. We'll see how that looks. And hopefully Iona has got some rocks in her socks. That's what I thought. Wind is very, very quick. 7 degrees Celsius, 23 miles per hour, 37 kilometer per hour winds. That is moving across there pretty fast. And let's just switch it to a precipitation. I'm not going to spend much time here. Looks like below making it wet there for Alaska and the Alaskan Panhandle. A little bit of rain in BC, a little bit of rain in southern Alberta or south central Alberta. Some rain and ice rain there along the Hudson's Bay. And then we see this really long string all the way along here, going all the way up into, well, it's basically coming from Mexico all the way up to Labrador, and going right through Ontario and those areas. We do see a bunch of little isolated showers there in Oregon and those western areas. North of Phoenix, they've got some stormy stuff. Storms in Albuquerque and Colorado. Looks like New Mexico, Colorado. Texas has got some storms. Oklahoma's got some storms. Arkansas's got some storms. And as we follow it up, and Indianapolis and Detroit and all the way up. So that is what they've got going on there. I hope that is not affecting Grandma B. This is a storm off on the coast. Hopefully that will stay out there. And we see this stuff here in, that'll be in Alabama, of course, and Louisiana, I guess, or is that Jackson, Mississippi, Mississippi, yeah. And Florida over here, we do see they're getting a bunch of stuff, and also down here in Cuba and Dominican Republic, what is it? Yeah, Dominican Republic and those areas are getting, Haiti is getting nailed. Some rain in Mexico going further south. We see rain in the jungles of South America. A lot of Brazil is not so bad, but we get down here, looks like it'll be raining at Paysandu, and they are definitely getting some moisture around Buenos Aires area and there. So not so good. And here's that low that I figured was messing up things for New Zealand, and it is. You can see that. And there's another low sitting right there, and another cut line right here. So they are getting some bad storms. We are also seeing some rain from Melbourne area and stuff like that. Australia wouldn't mind getting some nice rain. And we see up here Fiji has got some nasty weather as well, and Tonga and those areas, and American Samoa are probably getting nailed too. 97W up here causing some problems just north of Papua New Guinea. Eastern Indonesia got rain, Western Indonesia got rain, rain, Malaysia got rain, Philippines got rain, and a little bit of rain in Japan, nothing too bad, but we do see China's got some pretty heavy duty rain stuff too. And bottom end of Kamchatka Peninsula doing its thing. Fabian, as I mentioned before, still there, and still not sure which way it's officially moving. It looks like it's likely going to move up a little north, but we don't know yet. It may come into Madagascar. Looks like southern Africa not getting too much rain. Central regions, well, not that much, but they will get some. Turkey's got a little bit of rain there, and even in Iraq up going into Turkey, so they've got some rain. And I don't know if Cyprus got some of that, but this is definitely here, and no rain for Piggy right now. But when we go over here and we take a look, this is a big storm, and that is happening. We got a low sitting here and another low sitting here. So yeah, you don't want to be over in Italy right now. You don't want to be in Sicily. You see Italy is pretty much all rain. And northern Algiers and Tunisia definitely getting nailed. Sardinia getting nailed. A few spots in Spain, nothing in Portugal, and we see some stuff here in France, and nothing in Germany, Holland, Denmark, and looks like Prague is dry. And let's see if we go up. Most of Sweden is not bad, but we do see the coastline of Norway getting it again, a little bit in northern Finland. And Ireland and Scotland are getting some rain. England, not so bad. And here we go into Iceland again, and yeah, rain and snow in different places. So that's what we've got going on there. And Greenland, of course, getting nailed as well. Hopefully they will ease up a little bit. And that is it for their quick peek. Fabian is kind of son of Freddie. Yeah, son of Freddie. Freddie was bad. Freddie lasted a long time though. Fabian is relatively new though, and not quite. Like it was almost 6 weeks for Freddie, and Fabian hasn't been there that long. 78 so far, minus 78 degrees. Is what I'm seeing there. Anything colder, there's a 69, a 70, no. 60s, 65, 75. Yeah, I think somewhere around 78. 78. 76, 77. Yeah, see about 78 is the cold. Oh, I see a 79 in here. There it is. There's a 79 right there. Okay. I see minus a 79. And I bet you if I hunt, I can probably find a minus 80, but there's a minus 73 again. All right, let's, I'm calling it at minus 79, and that is the cold temp for me for today. Oh, Sue got a minus 80. All right, that's not that far off. Congratulations, Sue, you win. And of course, Death Valley is the high temp today at plus 44 in Death Valley area. So that is what we've got. There's 97W, and there's of course Fabian on the other side. And we'll see how those storms fare. And anyway, let's leave it as that, you guys. I'm basically done with my voice, so you can probably hear that. I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you everyone for being here today. Big thank you to Piggy for gifting one membership and a $2 super chat, or £2 super chat, and also a thank you to Grandma B for gifting a one membership there. So Piggy and Grandma B both gifted one. That's awesome. And thank you everyone for that wonderful support. Thank you, Piggy. Thank you, Grandma B. And also I want to say thank you, Sue, for sending in those reports and stuff. And no worries there. And let's see what else we got on the go. Yeah, just remember tomorrow's stream, and Bob will throw in the VolcanoX, so everybody will be reminded. Tomorrow's stream, of course, starts early. So thanks, Sue, and thanks, Sharon, for doing the tally there, and that is always nice. And I need to get off of here because my voice is done. 1 degree beating is better than a 3rd degree beating. Yeah, 1st degree beatings are always painful. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here today. I do appreciate it. If anyone hasn't hit that like button yet and you enjoyed the show, please give it a quick bop. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing if you're a decent individual. And thank you everyone for being here. It is horribly smoky. I have my window open and I can smell that smoke. You know, it's definitely very noticeable here. So it's that's why I've got that super sore throat today. Anyway, be good, be kind, take care of yourselves, and please make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you, moderators, Arizona Snowman, and Piggy, and C&D Boy, and Gary, 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, and Joseph Fields, Texas, and Lucas Snow, and I actually haven't seen Lucas for a while, and also Mona Lisa Smiles. Thank you, moderators. You guys are awesome. On that note, yeah, like I said, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone, and take care. Oink, oink.